Are there second generation Apple AirPods Pro in this box? Let's find out. Dave Taylor here with my first generation Apple AirPods Pro. Now, I gotta say, I love these things. I have enjoyed them since the day they came out. And most especially, I really like the active noise canceling. So, when Apple came out with their second generation AirPods Pro, I had to get a pair. So that's what's in this box. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do an actual unboxing of the AirPods. Let's see. So that's what we're gonna do. I have my unboxing tool. Don't use something like this at home, kids. And that should open it up enough. Let's see if that's gonna get there. Yes. And it's looking promising. And you can see Apple does a really interesting job with its packaging. There's no actual filler in here, right? There's no polystyrene, there's no popcorn, there's no bubble wrap. Let me just open it all the way so you can see. It's just designed really smartly. So it has this piece of plastic holding this in place, and then there's an air buffer around the box to make sure that it doesn't get damaged in transit. Very smart, Apple. Get rid of that now. So now we have this. These are the Apple AirPods Pro 2. And there's a lot Apple has done between these two generations. So let me talk about it for just a minute and then we'll do the unboxing. So, improved ANC with their H2 chip. Apple does a lot now with its own chip fab and chip design, and they're really reaping a lot of benefits from it. So this, they say, has up to twice the active noise canceling capabilities of the original ones. And I will say the original ones already work pretty darn well. So if this is going to be twice the ANC, that's going to be quite remarkable. It also includes personalized spatial audio and adaptive EQ, which is super interesting. The adaptive EQ, there's microphones that are on the earbuds, which makes sense because you're going to use them for phone calls and such, but they can also use those to monitor the sound the unit is producing and then adjust it to get the sound quality that you want. That should be something really interesting. I'm hoping you can turn it on and off to hear the difference. The big news is that it actually has a different style of touch control that gives you volume control. So on the old ones, there's no way to do volume. You can tap and you can get pause and play and answer a phone call and stuff. But if you wanted to make it louder or softer, you either were Hey Siri or you were actually going onto your source device. So that has been remedied here. Also has redesigned microphones. I will give you a quick demo when we get to that point. And 6 hours of charge with ANC running and 4 more charges with the case, which means that it has a lot more juice than this one does. And you can get it personalized. So this old one, I have the alien emoji. We'll see what I put on the new one, but let's unbox it. Now, one of the things I also really like about Apple is they've thought through the process of opening it, so I do not need my sharp unboxing tool. All I have to do is take off these 2 little strips of paper and it opens up. Now let's see what's in this box. I'm gonna push all this aside, and it starts with an envelope, and in the envelope we have AirPods Pro. Oh, and this is a first. Color printing. I'm not sure why that's such a big deal, but I don't recall them having such use of colors here before. And here's a close-up of this that shows you some of the controls on the new touch control. That's pretty sweet. And let's see what else is in here. This is safety and handling. This is regulatory compliance. And this is the warranty summary. What isn't included is an Apple sticker, which is kind of an interesting choice because I feel like that usually comes with most Apple products, but I'm in good shape. I have plenty of Apple stickers. Then we get to the actual AirPods themselves, and now you can see that the emoji that I put on mine is now the robot. So I went from the alien to the robot. And the main reason I do that is so that if I end up having mine right next to someone else's or something, it's easy and quick to figure out which one are actually my unit. So that's handy. I'm gonna go ahead and pull off this protective wrap and toss it. So here are these, and here's the old ones. What I have heard is that they are exactly the same size, and that seems to be true. They seem to have the same dimensions, but there are some notable changes. So on the right-hand side, the new ones now have a lanyard hole, so you can put a little holder on them, which is a smart idea. And then, of course, on the bottom, the new ones have a tiny speaker so that you can use Find My for the case. Now, this is interesting timing because it was just a couple of days ago that on Facebook, I was reading, my daughter is in college up in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I'm in the parent Facebook group, super entertaining, lots of helicopter parents, but lots of non-helicopter parents too. But someone was saying that their son had lost his case for his iPods or his AirPods and couldn't figure out how to find them. And it's like, Find My doesn't do that. It finds the earbuds themselves, but not the case. Except in the new gen, it actually will be able to find the case too, and then you can make it emit a sound, which is what these are for. So that's a really interesting incremental update. Now, what else is in the box? Let's see. I'm going to pull this out, and hiding underneath the lid is, what is this? These are the different size earbuds. So it comes now with 4 sizes of ear tips. So it used to be there were 3 sizes, and they've added a smaller size. So if you have a very petite head and very petite ear canals, you will find that these will work better for you. Now, it's super important on earbuds for you to get the right size ear tips. It makes a world of difference, both with the ANC, but especially with bass response. So if you've been using ear tips or earbuds or anything like that, or AirPods, and you're like, they sound really good, but there's no bass at all, it might be you got the wrong size ear tips. So now you have 4 different sizes, which is great. I will switch from the medium, which is the default on them. I will switch to large for my final enjoyment, but for now, we'll just leave this as is. And those are the ear tips. And then it comes with a charging cable. And what do we have on here? It has Lightning on one end and USB-C on the other, and that is everything in the box. So the box is a charging cable and the ear tips, which I'm going to leave out, and then a bunch of paperwork, which I'm going to put back in. So let's do all this, put it all back together. So these are the new Apple AirPods Pro 2, and they look pretty similar, but not exactly the same as the first gen. The biggest difference is that the first gen has one of these black marks on it, which I think is a tiny little microphone or something. And this now has 2 on each one, which is nice because you can visually differentiate, which is important because if they all fall out, I want to be able to tell which is which. Now, one of the glorious things about these is that they're super easy to pair. Just happen to have an iPhone 14 Pro, so I'm going to unlock it. And there we go, unlock it. And then I should be able to just open it up and put it right by my phone. And there we go. So now it's showing me that it's ready to pair. And all I have to do is choose connect. And it's connecting. And did you hear that beep? This can make sound now. The first gen could not do that. So it is connecting, it is connected. Media control, skip. Announce calls and notifications, we'll set that up later. And then they come not fully charged. So the earbuds are at 57% and the actual case is at 62%. So that's all I need to do. I don't want Apple Pro with music. I don't use Apple Music, sorry Apple. And I'm done. So now I'm going to go ahead and put them in, and let's just see what that experience is like. Paired, ready to roll, and I'm going to pick some music just so I can give them a quick audition. Let's choose some Bruce Hornsby. He did this great album called Camp Meeting, which is all classic jazz. Sorry. Really nice sound. Very, very nice. I think Apple's really just got that down. Now, what else can we do with this? Let me go ahead and turn on screen recording so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go into, let's see, we should be able to go into the AirPod control, so I can turn on noise control. So here are my three choices. I'm going to leave ANC on. I'm going to leave spatialized stereo on. And you can see I can do head tracking. And head tracking is super interesting. If you're listening to an audio source and then move your head, it will actually adjust the delays so that it sounds like that is still coming from that source geographically or sort of physically in the layout in your space. So if you're on where this is really cool is if you're on a FaceTime call, then as different people talk and they're in different spots on the screen, you'll hear them sounding like they're a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left or a little bit lower. And you get that spatial sense. It's very interesting and it gives you a really big sound stage. Now, while these are connected, let's go into voice memos, and I'm going to go ahead, let's get out of here. Voice memos is not the greatest of interfaces. Let's go back. No, see, it's not letting me go back. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, got that figured out. I don't know where I was with voice memos, but I had to quit the app and start it again to get back to this screen. Not great user experience, but that's okay, because what I want to do is I'm going to let you hear the audio coming out of these microphones. So this is the AirPods Pro 2nd generation audio pickup, and you can hear through the voice recording technology that this is what they sound like. This is what someone's going to hear if you're on a phone call with them. And it's not bad. It's a pretty nice audio sound. Now, let me stop this recording. And let me go ahead and stop the screen recording too, because there's not much else I can show you on there. So I will say that the AirPods Pro 2 are using Bluetooth 5.3. They're one of the very first devices I've seen that are using 5.3, which gives you just even better connectivity and everything. And I put these in and the light is lighting up to show me that the earbuds are charging from the case. Now, one of the things they talk about with this case that's really cool is that you can charge it with an Apple Watch charger. Now, with my old one, I can guarantee that I put it on and absolutely nothing happens, right? But if we put the new one on, let's see. Okay, so not only is it charging, but it's using the magnet. So it's a MagSafe friendly device. And as you can see from the light, it is charging off my Apple Watch charger. I don't know that that's some game changer or anything, but it's pretty cool. Now, the next step is for my Apple Watch to be able to actually work with a regular Qi charger, but that might not happen because of the difference in size of the charging things. But it certainly seems reasonable to ask, and let's try this. Does my phone charge with it? And the answer is, it does not seem to even want to use the magnet. Let's see. Nah, sorry. My 14 Pro is not Apple Watch charger friendly, but that's okay. I'm getting a little sidetracked here. So let's go back to these. So it includes a more precise Find My capability, built-in speaker, as I said on the bottom. The case and the earbuds are IPX4 water resistant, so you can't go swimming with them, which would be a bad idea anyway. But if you're on a run and you're a bit sweaty, or you get rained on, or they fall, you like spill coffee on them or something, then they're going to survive that, which is really good. And one of the other interesting things is it now has always on Hey Siri. So with these in your earbuds or these in your ears, you don't have to touch or activate to get your voice control. You can literally just say, and my phone is now listening very carefully, you can just say, Hey Siri, turn up the volume. Something like that, and it's super easy. Now, I do want to give you a couple close-ups before we wrap up. So let's start with the earbuds. On the left are the AirPods Pro 2, and on the right are the AirPods Pro 1st generation. You can see there's definitely differences there. Most visibly, the touch control for volume. I also want to show you the difference in the cases with this angle where you can see the bottom. But dimensions-wise, they are basically the same. And if you're not going to use that lanyard to be able to, loop something in there, then you should be able to use an original AirPod Pro case for the AirPods Pro 2. I will be testing that out later. Hopefully that will be the case, so to speak. And I know I will cover up the microphone, so it'll lower the volume of that. But so far, fingers crossed, I've never actually lost my AirPods or my AirPods case. So hopefully that will continue to be the case. Okay, so I just want to mention the price, but before we get there, I'm going to ask if you could subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, then turn on notifications so you know about my new videos. We're connected. Cool. These, let me open this up. These are the Apple AirPods Pro 2nd generation, or AirPods Pro 2, depending on how you look at it, and they are $239 at Amazon.com, so it's $10 less than at the Apple Store. Or you can use Amazon's financing, and 5 payments of 48 bucks will make these your new earbuds. And I am 100% confident, even with the medium ear tip, I already had a really great audio experience. I know when I switch to large and test them out in a noisy environment, I'm 99.9% sure they're going to be fantastic. So really psyched for this purchase, really interested to give them more of a test. These are the Apple AirPods Pro 2. That's all I got for you, and I'll hope to catch you in my next video.